Okay, we're on Perek Zayin, Mishnah Dalet of Shabbat. The Mishnah is now, remember, we're going to continue to list all these different kinds of measurements. What's the minimum amount that a person should go out with, would take out, in order to be chayav and hotza'ah. And remember, we said the rule was, from the last Mishnah, hakasher lehatzniya umatzniim kamahu, it's worthwhile to save, and people save this amount. Chayav al-chatas. If you took it out on Shabbat, then you're chayav on chatas. So how much is that for each thing? It depends on the thing. Hamotzi tevin, if you take out straw, kimelo pi para, it's a mouthful of a cow. If you take out atzah is pea stalks. Tevin shalmine kitniot. Pea stalks. I'm looking at the translation of Safaria. Kimelo pi gamal. It's the amount, because I guess camels ate peas. That's what they ate. Amir, kimelo pi tele. Grain. Amir is kashin shel shibalim. Shibalim is kind of grains, I guess, the straw of different grains. Okay? Kimelo pi tele. Okay, the amount that a lamb would eat, because a lamb eats these shibalim, eats these stalks. Asavim, grasses, kamo pi gdi. Goats eat grasses. Ale shum va'ale besalim. If I have garlic, leaves of garlic or leaves of olives, if they're lachim, if they're wet, excuse me, i.e., they haven't dried out yet, then kigrogeret. The grogeret is the size of a fig. I think, yes. Then dried fig. Because a dried fig is the minimum measurement of an amount of food, as we'll soon see. But if they're yuveshim, if they're lachim, if they're not dried out yet, then they're human food. And then they come to the measurement of a grogeret, like all human food, as we'll see in a minute. But if they're dried out, if they're dried out leaves from onions or garlic, then kimelo pi gidi. Then we're back to the goat, because goats eat the dried out leaves. Ve'ein mitzarfin ze'im zeh, mipnei shelo shavu b'shiureim. You can't, if I take out a little bit of straw and a little bit of atzah and a little bit of amir, and all together I have enough to be like, to fill the mouth of a para or a gamal. I guess the gamal is bigger. Happened to be in the safari in Ramat Gan today. Camels are huge. Anyway, so if enough to fill the mouth of a camel all together, they're not mitzaref. Why? Because their measurements are not the same. See, in a sense, if you have different measurements, then even if I added them together, you cannot put them together to come up with a specific quantity. Mishnah continues. If I take out any type of food, human consumptible food, that's kigrogeret. A dried fig, chayav. The size of a dried fig is on chayav on hotza'ah. Umitztarfim ze'im zeh. Different kinds of food are mitztaref. I take out a few raisins and a few nuts and a little bit of oranges. They're all mitztarfim ze'im zeh. Why? Because their measurements are the same. It doesn't matter if I took out raisins or nuts or, I don't know, whatever, steak or beef jerky. The measurement is, we said, it's a kogeret, a dried fig. That's the measurement. So all of those are shavim. They are measured in the same quantity, except you don't include klipehen. If I have oranges, I don't include the orange peel. V'garinehem, or their seeds. V'uksehem, or their stems. V'suban umursanan. Suban umursanan. If I have grain, the suban umursanan are the bran that wasn't eaten. They would sift that out. So that's not considered part of the measurement. Rabbi Yehuda says, I agree with everything you said, that you exclude everything, all those things, chutz miklipe adashim, other than the klipim, the shells of the husks of lentils, shemit bashlotiman, because those are cooked with them and those are considered food. So he excludes klipehem, the shells and the garinim and the seeds, or the stone in the middle, and the stalks, and the barley and the bran. But except for the klipot, the shells of lentils, because those shells of lentils are also considered food. And if you took them out, if that was included in what you did hotza'ah, and together with the klipot, with the shells, you had a measurement of a kogeret, then you're chayav. That's considered chayav because you took out the minimum amount of food. We'll stop here. We'll dedicate the learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. And if you have any comments or questions, as always, feel free to email me at rspolter. Where are we? At rspolter, there we go, @gmail.com. Have a good day.